Hi, my name is Morgan Laughlin. I am your 2020 Miss Rodeo California. I'm here today to teach you a little bit about the sport of rodeo in the United States. My job as a rodeo queen is to represent the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association in the state of California. The PRCA stretches across the United States from California to Florida and Washington to New York. A fun fact about your state is that while California is known for beaches and movie stars, it leads the country in agricultural productions. Almost all of the country's almonds, apricots, kiwis, pistachios, walnuts, avocados, and so much more come from California. California is also home to the continental U.S. highest point, Mount Whitney, and the lowest, Badwater Basin in Death Valley. My favorite event in the sport of rodeo is the classic event of saddle bronc riding. In this event, a cowboy has to ride a bucking horse for 8 seconds. This mimics breaking a colt on the ranch. My favorite subject in school was reading and writing. Now that you've heard a little bit about me and the state of California, my fellow rodeo queens are going to help you learn a little bit about them and their state.
Hi everyone, my name's Kelsey Jo Conkright and I'm Miss Rodeo Alaska 2020. My favorite event in the sport of rodeo is the saddle bronc riding because it is rodeo's classic event. Something fun about my state of Alaska is that Alaska is actually the biggest state in the United States. We also have 3 species of North American bear: the black bear, the grizzly bear, and the polar bear. We also have Denali, which is the largest mountain in the United States. And since I love mountains so much, science was my favorite subject in school, so I decided to continue that throughout my life and I became a geologist. I study volcanoes and all kinds of rocks, and I actually get to have rocks in my house.
Hello everyone, my name is Haley Fredrickson and I am Miss Rodeo Colorado. And a fun fact about our state is although we're known for our snow and our skiing, we're actually also known for creating an American staple, the cheeseburger. Sounds pretty good to me. And I actually have 2 favorite rodeo events. One of them is barrel racing and the other one is team roping. And when I was in school, my favorite subject was history. I loved learning about our United States history. So make sure to stay healthy and wash those hands.
Hi, my name is Brittany Gunn and I am your Miss Rodeo Iowa. A fun fact about Iowa is that our nickname is the Hawkeye State. Go Hawkeyes! One of my favorite rodeo events is team roping. It does not just take one contestant, it takes 2 contestants to compete in this rodeo event. And my favorite part about school was art class. In high school, I got to paint this amazing picture of my Shetland pony. Her name was Sugar. I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. Life is art. Paint your dreams.
Hi everyone, I am Nicole Jordan, Miss Rodeo, Idaho. I am from the great gem state of Idaho, and a fun fact about us is we are the #1 producer of potatoes in the entire country. We produce about 1/3 of the country's annual crop production of potatoes, and that equals about 27 billion potatoes. Now that is a lot of French fries. My favorite rodeo event is bareback riding. For those of you who have never seen a rodeo before, this is when a cowboy jumps on a horse with no saddle, throws one hand up in the air, and he has to ride a bucking horse for 8 full seconds. And whichever cowboy gets the most points on the end of his ride wins the rodeo. My favorite school subject when I was still in school was science. I loved it ever since I was a kindergartner, all the way to the time that I graduated from high school. And then when I went off to college, I loved it so much. That was the subject I chose to major in. So I hope all of you found this video fun and exciting, and I hope that you guys have a great time even though you're not in school right now. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Brooklyn Hazel, Miss Rodeo Illinois 2020. Today I'm going to start off this video with a couple of fun facts about Illinois. My first fact is that nearly 80% of the land in Illinois is farm ground. And my next fact is the first farming silo was built in Spring Grove, Illinois. Now, I previously mentioned that I am a rodeo queen, and it is my job to promote rodeo throughout Illinois and other states. Now, in rodeo, there are 7 different events, and my favorite of those 7 is saddle bronc riding. The reason I love this event so much is because it reminds me of the cowboys and the ranchers who used to break colts on the ranch in the mid to late 1800s. Now that was a long time ago. I know many of you are stuck at home right now and aren't able to go to school, but whenever I was your age, my favorite subject in school was science. The reason I loved science so much was because I could do experiments and be hands-on in the classroom with my teacher. And I could see all of the reactions occur throughout the day or however long it took. Now, I hope this video has been informational to you all, and I hope you learned more about me as a person and what I do as a rodeo queen. I hope you all have a great day.
Hello everyone, I am Tiffany McCaffrey, your 2020 Miss Rodeo Kansas. Have you ever heard of the Wizard of Oz? Well, Dorothy and her best bud Toto just happen to be from the great sunflower state of Kansas. My favorite event in rodeo is steer wrestling. I love that it showcases the cowboy strength and the true resiliency of the Western way of life. My favorite part about school was going to the library. It gave me a place to focus and do my homework and also work on big projects with my classmates.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie Lynn Krause. I am Miss Rodeo Montana 2020. A fun fact about Montana is that there are so many dinosaur bones in Montana that they actually based the movie Jurassic Park off a scientist who studies dinosaur bones right in my hometown. My favorite rodeo event would have to be steer wrestling. I love the speed and the intensity, and the crowd always knows when to cheer. My favorite subject in school has to be science. Any science I love, chemistry, biology, all of it. I plan on going into animal nutrition, so I'll definitely need science in my future. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
I'm Jolie, Miss Rodeo, Nebraska. And here in Nebraska, we produce the most popcorn in the nation, and we invented Kool-Aid. My favorite rodeo event is saddle bronc riding, and my favorite subject to study in school was science. I even went on and studied 4 more years after high school and earned my degree in animal science. I hope you all have an amazing day.
Hello boys and girls, I'm Miss Rodeo Nevada 2020, Kaylee Juzik. Here in Nevada, we have over half the United States wild Mustangs. My favorite event in rodeo is watching you, little guys, ride those sheep. When I was in school, I loved building book projects. I loved sharing with the class what I saw in my mind while I was reading those books. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!
Hi friends, my name's Kylie Myers and I'm the 2020 Miss Rodeo Oklahoma. This is my friend Rose here and I'm from Moore, Oklahoma. A fun fact about my state is if you've ever been to Walmart, if you call them a buggy like I do, the shopping cart was actually invented right here in Oklahoma. This is Rose and she wasn't ever my rodeo horse, but my favorite rodeo event is the tie-down roping. If you don't know what that is, it's really awesome because it combines a lot of different elements, including a cowboy riding his horse, roping, and handling a calf, just like they used to do on the old days when we had to doctor cattle. We actually still do that here today.
Hi everybody, I'm Bailey Johnson, your Miss Rodeo Virginia 2020. A fun fact about the great Commonwealth of Virginia is that the first peanuts grown in America were grown right here in the state of Virginia. So the next time that you're enjoying a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, be sure to think about the state of Virginia. My favorite rodeo event is the team roping. I have always loved team sports, and the fact that you get to bring a team sport, or in this case a team event, into the sport of rodeo makes it one of the best ones yet. And then my favorite thing about school is that learning is an adventure, and there's always going to be something new for you to learn each day at school. I am a middle school math teacher, so I love the fact that I get to bring learning and new adventures into my classroom for my students to learn the math and make it fun and engaging. So stay reading, stay practicing your math facts, studying science, social studies, any subject that you're interested in learning, because it is going to take you guys so far. So I hope you have a wonderful day.
Hi everyone, I'm Maddie Casto, Miss Rodeo Washington. I attribute my success in the classroom to the friends that I made in the 3rd grade on the hopscotch court. I know that right now is very different than what we're used to. You're probably having to do a lot of your learning from home. And if you're missing your special friend, or perhaps even your teacher, give them a call, send them a quick email, see how they're doing in these trying times. Now earlier I said that I miss Rodeo Washington, which means that my home state is the very state of Washington. Our state was the only state named after a president, in fact, the first United States President, George Washington. I love living here because, as you can see behind me, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of evergreen trees, which is where our state got its nickname, the Evergreen State. Now, I love watching all rodeo events. However, my favorite has got to be women's barrel racing because women work so closely with their horses. And sometimes the difference between first and second place is only 1/1000 of a second.
Hi everyone, my name is Michaela Kleiber, Miss Rodeo Wisconsin 2020. My favorite rodeo event is barrel racing, and my favorite subject in school is biology. A fun fact about Wisconsin that you may or may not know is that Wisconsin is the leading cheese producer. We make over 600 different kinds of cheese.
Now that you've got to learn about each girl and their state, my friend Shorty and I want to show you each rodeo event.
Boy, you can see these slide up on that hand, get such a grip on that rig, and here he goes. So far, so good. Richie, you can see the difference between he and Bill Tudor. Richie kind of stays tucked, keeps looking down that arm right over. He's rigging at the horse's head.
There's a lot of Hawaiians that are rodeoing right now over here in the main line, and look at this. Wow!
Whole lot of cowboy and your neighbor out of Livermore. Let's get some help going. He's got it.
You know, looks out, got it on him. Big chance for Jake. They could be fast right here.
Here's crystallizing. She got a ways to drive. Come down from Livermore. Come on. There you go. Let's regroup and let's get a little tighter around the barrels. Yeah. Everybody help him that finish line. How many are ready for their second ride coming up with our bull rider?
So much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about rodeo and some of the wonderful states that we live in. Stay safe, have fun, and wash those hands.